What is this?
This is a crash pad. I've been wanting one of these my entire life. If we put this under the railing. Oh,
This is supposed to be safe, Nico.
It is safe. Blast door open. Blast pad acquired. Crash pad is what you can jump onto from high distances and not hurt yourself. They're hard to find because they're a very specialty piece of hardware. This is what the Big Hollywood Stunt Guys use. In fact, we bought it from Big Hollywood Stunt Guys.
Oh snap. Try hold if you need it flat and big.
What the heck?
No, this is, every time I jump on the crash pad, it's the mesh side up.
Yes.
Really?
What? Yes.
Yeah, this is to protect it from the dirt. This is no protection from the dirt.
Yeah, you don't want rocks in here.
Yeah, you don't want rocks in there. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh shit! Yeah, we want this side.
Little supposed to break. All right, everybody, their best stunt jumps here.
It hasn't broken yet.
Wow.
A little bit, a couple
like
hundred
right
times. I gotta feel it out. Oh, it's stiff.
Woo! Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Did someone say header?
Jeez, I didn't even know that was about to happen.
Yo, I can do that too.
Ooh.
Hey, I could do that also, again, one more.
Whoa.
You know backflip?
You're not gonna backflip.
Whoa! Damn, I didn't know you had that in you, Wes.
Match in it.
It doesn't matter what I'm hitting.
It's just the backflip.
What? What? Where did this come from?
I got it.
I went to the bathroom for like 1 minute.
Some trick shots.
If we put this under the railing.
Oh, that just hurt.
What does it taste like?
I just can't taste right now.
Did it actually hurt?
This is supposed to be safe, Nico.
It is safe. Ren doesn't have brain damage. He's just always like that.
You know what we have to do though, right?
What?
We have to go put it over there so we jump off the balcony.
Yeah. Is that a good idea? Is this
That's probably way too high. We definitely need to break it in.
Don't do it, Ren. Don't do it, Ren. You have too much wood.
Don't do it, Ren!
Quite a bit higher when you're up here.
There's so much nonsense around. This is
Ren, you're just following your cat instincts. Come down. This is not safe.
Okay.
I think we can do that one though. Yo, dude.
Careful, Ren.
I like how we're doing this around the most dangerous things we could be doing this around. Like there's a guillotine here. There's
E-bikes, a computer.
expensive computer gear.
So much going
That was
on.
like Boston.
How did that feel?
Great, dude. Better than it feels when you're on concrete.
The ground is not high enough.
What's burning?
You already got a burn on your elbow.
Yeah, feel it. Ren, we gotta work our way up to it.
Yeah, you gotta like.
Ren!
Warm up to this, Ren.
Don't do it, Ren!
I'll start from here. No, I'm not landing on my back. I'm just gonna land on my feet. Yeah, see, it's super easy.
There are proper ways to fall on a crash pad. We are having fun breaking it in, but
Ren!
it's solid.
That is, you feel the acceleration. Oh my God.
I can't hang on any longer, dude.
Clint, hang on, man. Hang on.
Hang on.
You able to? Like you supposed to hold it?
They have bigger ones for like
12
higher.
inch, like even deep. No, but
That almost just took the camera out, dude. I know.
You see his shoe went up there.
Still hurts my brain.
Yo, check this out. Hey, I'll catch you guys later. I gotta go.
Oh, dude. Are you alright, man? Oh. Clint, here's your glasses, dude.
I really gotta get going though, dude. No, for real, I gotta get going, guys.
Here, man.
You go. Alright, I'll see you later. Peace out. Oh, did you actually hurt yourself because you didn't take your backpack off?
No, bro, I gotta go though. I gotta go. I'll catch you guys. Catch you guys later.
Dude, get out of here, man. You're fucking crazy.
Wait, quick, we got a phone. We got two. Whoa! Why is that so squishy?
I don't know if that was a squishy sound more than a fart from Clint.
Oh, it smells bad. I would double check your pants, man. That one didn't smell air. For real this time, for real. I'm leaving. See you, dude. Done.
Purple send you guys this one?
Because like when I come rushing back in to get my bag, like if it's right in the middle of the door, like I'm gonna fall over. You know?
Yeah, we'll move it. We'll move it.
Okay. Dude, oh, I get it. Boss Town 3. Boss Town 3. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Building Boss on 3 right now, Clint.
Hey, where are you going? Here, you Clint?
So today we're with Chris, who works at Leica, and he has brought a very special piece of technology that I've just been oogling over for many, many years here. As you know, we like to recreate like digital environments in many ways. Sometimes we'll take like an HDR scan of an environment to project lighting and materials and reflections onto digital characters. Other times, like in anime self-driving cars, we'll like photo scan an entire environment with like a drone and stitch all the photos together and map it out to create a virtual environment. But Chris here has brought a special tool that can kind of do all that in one.
So this is the Leica BLK360. It's a 3D scanner using LiDAR. It's also got HDR imagery capabilities, and that's why we kind of teamed up with you guys to try and check out some of those workflows.
So our goal for today is to photo scan our studio and the loading dock and basically get a 3D model and a digital recreation of our entire workspace for their use. Previously, when we film a video, like Boston Dynamics for example, when we have to render out our 3D models of characters, we'll use something like an Insta360 camera here, because basically we can take multiple photos of an environment and create an HDR image. And that HDR image allows us to relight the environment and basically tell our 3D models where the light sources are, and it also adds realistic reflections for that real world environment. So the whole Boston Dynamics videos, you can watch this. Every single shot of the robot there is using an HDR map that we took during that shot on set. And that's what helps those robots just blend in so well with the environment. But, what's the big difference though between using this and that? Because they're both 360, we'll both get like 360 images from it.
Big difference is they're actually using LiDAR. So we're actually using a laser to create a 3D model actually, a 3D point cloud.
How does LiDAR work?
So LiDAR is using a laser from the inside, as you can see here. The laser's on the inside and hits this mirror, this 45-degree angle mirror, and that mirror spins. And it shoots out a laser point, and using time of flight technology, it's bouncing back and takes a measured data point. And so the data itself is actually scaled. As this rotates, then this whole thing spins. You've got a single laser beam kind of going like this, and then it rotates 180 degrees. But then you're collecting full 360 because you're capturing that slice all at once.
Gotcha. So that makes it so it can reconstruct the space in 3 dimensions instead of just 2.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Is there a camera on this as well then somewhere?
So yeah, there actually is. There's 3 cameras right here. Around each one takes a snapshot. If you got the HDR turned on, it's 3-stage. So each one will fire off at 3 different lighting settings, and then as that goes around, it does 10 stops. So you essentially end up with 30 photos that are stitched together into one total of 150 megapixel image.
Okay.
How big of a space can this thing scan? Could it do the whole? Could it get all the way back there?
Yeah, actually. So from a single location, when it shoots out, it's got a maximum range of 60 meters, so about 200 feet. So that's in full 360. Essentially, the only kind of blind spot is pretty much the footprint of the actual tripod right here. But anyway, just because that's just from one location. But as you do multiple setups, you go along, and as long as you have it set up so that there's overlapping data, you can register those together. So you could do entire building, and go from room to room. Doesn't matter. There's really no limit on that.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do today, then, right?
Yeah. So yeah, today we're gonna go space to space here and scan our studio. And then next time we have to film anything here, or maybe even use this 3D model we've created, we have it right here on hand. Do you want to actually go to the loading dock first and start there? So, because I think that we can get some really good explanation and context of the just really what makes this special versus our current process.
Sure.
Cool.
Low resolution.
Sure. Oh yeah.
So let's try scan here.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to like run and hide?
Oh, yeah, so if you want to get your best, cleanest stuff, that you have two options. Yeah, you can run and hide behind something, or you can do the little BLK 360 dance. As this rotates, you can kind of...
Can we just like get up? Can we get against the wall and just like be...
No, because it's gonna go past us and scan us.
I mean,
we can permanently set in stone in that scene forever.
I'll go over there in the jump pile.
And if you want to just scan with us around it,
You can Easter egg it.
we can always just... Yeah.
Or if you want, you can be you can do the dance and step behind it as it spins.
Safest spot is if you're looking at the Leica sign.
I'll
because then
try to stay there.
So we do have, a few different settings if you want on here. We can do, low res, medium res, high res. So that's just the number of actual points you're taking. The longer, the higher resolution the actual point cloud is, the longer it takes. So it can range anywhere from, a 40-second scan all the way up to about 6-minute scan, depending on the settings you use.
It would be great to do like the HDR scan because I'm okay with the extra data because we can definitely use it.
And then the HDR turned on, it'll take about 4 minutes.
All right, so I guess we'll go.
By the way, the musician upstairs is playing some extra like technology-driven music right now, so it's perfect.
Technology-driven music inspired by technology.
Inspired by technology.
It just barely qualifies as music.
I would have guessed it.
Don't open the door!
Don't open the door!
Don't open the door!
Don't open the door!
Don't open the door! Don't open it!
Don't open the door! Open the door, please! Okay. It's gonna be done in 3 minutes. Just chill.
This music, dude. It's really next level right now.
I wonder how much you're gonna pick.
This is his robot opera, dude. All right, you guys are good.
Good. All clear.
Stone Age triangle music.
Dude, most primitive life form beats. So, loading dock's done. We're gonna start our, we're gonna chart our course from the loading dock back into the studio.
Get a nice clean connection. Saw this one company overseas a few years ago where they were testing it out they did models. They shot models, like literally people. And I saw they were doing some funky stuff where they purposely had the models like moving with the scanner. So they would, in the end, like talk about some janky things. You can see a long person, but in 3D then, so the same as a panorama.
A 3D squish.
A 3D squish.
Oh man.
You can squish or elongate, whatever you want to do.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty good.
The scans work.
I mean, it already looks super great.
Yeah. About a 1% preview of what the total. Yeah. So this is the actual photo 360 view.
So the scan's done. How many scans was that? Like we went through the loading dock, through the hallway, studio, and a couple of the cool rooms here.
Yeah. So we did about 13, 14 scans.
Oh my gosh. All right. So how are we gonna put? Okay. So how are we gonna put all this data together?
Here's an example of a top-down view of the scans we've taken. These chunks, this chunk over here is one bundle that's all been together, and I've got two other scans that have not been registered yet. So all I have to do, I know this was over in front of the airsoft stuff, so if I just hit this link, press this scan right here, we've now got this top-down just between these two, and we'll hit optimize, and just see it snaps them together. We hit create link. So we'll do that one more time with this scan over here. Just get it close to where it should be. Say, hey, register with that one. Hit optimize, and it snaps it together.
Oh my god.
Create link.
That's so stupidly easy looking. Oh my gosh. Because like each one of these files though is like super dense. There's like millions of points. Like they have to be huge file sizes. How the heck does this like work so quickly to align that stuff?
So what we're seeing here, this isn't fully processed data yet. It's just a low res kind of preview image. So the raw data, you know, it's sitting on the BLK, then it transfers it over and just kind of initially does a process to it, because to fully process it, it can't quite handle it all on the iPad Pro. So once I dump this off onto the laptop, we'll finish processing, and then that's when it'll like fully essentially unzip all the real data.
Well, yeah, man, thank you so much for coming by, making time to come out here.
Yeah.
I know you have a packed schedule showing. Everyone wants to see this. So I'm really glad we got to do this, and hopefully we can get this out to you guys so that way you can take a look and see what our studio's like without having to fly out here. The most convenient
Or work here.
Or work here, yeah.
Sweet. Appreciate it.